There should be no risks involved in using personal care products, skincare products, etc. I'm gonna discuss why that is not possible. No hate to this commenter. I think the opinion is valid, and obviously I don't know their individual situation. I can't speak to that. And I've also gotten a lot of comments like this whenever I talk about cosmetic procedures and their risks. There will never be zero risk associated with anything in life. Using skincare products, having procedures done, walking around, living, breathing. And because of that, we're all constantly doing what's referred to as a risk-benefit analysis for every decision we make in life. Most of the time, we do this unconsciously. Obviously, in medicine, we think about it more seriously because we're usually doing this when it comes to medical treatments and procedures. But y'all are doing it in your everyday life. The original comment came from a post where I was talking about the safety of parabens. And quite often, people's response when I talk about this is to say, oh, if there's even like an inkling of any kind of risk, like why would you not just avoid it? There are a few issues with that. Number one, we have no real world data to substantiate the claims that are made about parabens. We have extensive safety data about them because they've been scrutinized so much. And like I said, the alternatives probably pose more risks because we know less about them. However, I would say most people do arguably more dangerous things in their daily lives. The rate of death due to using personal care products is probably pretty low. There's no way we could have an exact number on it. However, some statistics estimate that 3,700 people die per day from automobile accidents. Most of y'all, I would assume, are getting in cars with some regularity or a bus, and I would estimate that the chance of dying or having some sort of detrimental effect to your life from getting in a car is much higher than it is applying a personal care product. Obviously, risks are never zero for anything. Hell, I could sit in my house all day because I'm scared of things in the environment, and from the immobility, get a DVT that becomes a pulmonary embolism and drop dead. I could spill some of my serum on the floor, slip on it, bang my head, and have a brain bleed. However, we're obviously not going through life thinking about this normally. Why? Because the risks associated with these things are probably pretty low. For instance, one risk that I talk about with my patients quite often is the risk of going blind when you're getting filler done. Is it common? No. Do I let people know about it? Yeah, it's a pretty serious side effect, and they need to do their own risk-benefit analysis and decide whether they're okay with that. And to tell you the truth, I've never had anybody who was thinking about having that procedure done say no based on those chances. I think where the issue comes in for me is that there's a lot of fear-mongering content specifically around personal care products and potential risks that does not exist in a lot of other aspects of our lives. There are plenty of things that I bring up that people do in their everyday life, like getting in a car, getting on a plane, drinking alcohol, that pose some sort of risk to our overall health. However, most of us are not trying to give other people anxiety about these things. The moral of the story here is that we all need to make decisions about our own personal health. And what I'm trying to do is help people make more informed decisions.